Good morning, students. In this video lesson, we will discuss about meter bridge. What is meter bridge? On what principle it works? What is its use? And some numericals based on meter bridge we will discuss. A meter bridge consists of two L-shaped metallic strips which are fixed on wooden board. Another metallic strip is fixed in the gap between the two L-shaped metallic strips. A wire made of constantan or manganese of length 1 meter is stretched between two L-shaped metallic strips. A meter scale is fixed parallel to the length of the wire. An unknown resistance R is connected in one of the two gaps which is seen here, and a known resistance say S is connected in the another gap. A battery is connected between the two L-shaped metallic strips through a key. A galvanometer is connected to the middle metallic strip, and another end of the galvanometer is connected with jockey to establish contact with the wire which is stretched between the two L-shaped metallic strips. So this is the construction of the meter bridge, and this arrangement is used to find out the value of unknown resistance. How? Let us discuss. A meter bridge works on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. The principle on which a meter bridge works is Wheatstone bridge. So as you know, Wheatstone bridge has four arms. So it is working on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. So it will also have the four resistances forming the four arms. So these are A, B having the resistance R, BC having the resistance S, and if R is the RCM is the resistance per unit length of the wire, and L is the balancing length. L is the balancing length of the wire, then RCM into L is the resistance of AD portion of the wire, and RCM into 100 minus L is the resistance of the DC portion of the wire. The jockey is placed on the wire and it is made to slide over the length of the wire to search no deflection position of the galvanometer. The point where galvanometer shows no deflection is known as null point or no deflection point, and here let it be present at D, which is at a distance L from the end A. Then AD and DC, the two sections of the wire forms the two resistances, and the resistance of AD portion is RCM into L, and resistance of the DC portion of the wire is RCM into 100 minus L. So from the balancing condition of the Wheatstone bridge, what we can write? R by S is equal to RCM into L by RCM into 100 minus L. R by S is equal to L by 100 minus L. So the unknown resistance R is equal to L by 100 minus L into S. That is, R is equal to L by 100 minus L into S. So this is how, using meter bridge, we can find out the value of unknown resistance. Now let us discuss some numerical question based on meter bridge. In question number 1, you can see X and Y, these are the two resistances which are connected in the left and right gap of the Wheatstone bridge, and balancing point is at a distance 39.5 centimeter from the end A, when the value of Y is 12.5 centimeter. The value of Y is 12.5 centimeter and the balancing length is 39.5 centimeter. You have to find out the value of resistance X. So from the balancing condition of the Wheatstone bridge, we can write X by Y is equal to 39.5 by 100 by minus 39.5, this one. Now here the value of Y is given 12.5 centimeter. So put the value of I, you will get the unknown resistance X as 8.16 ohm. Now next part of the question says, what happens when galvanometer and cell are interchanged at the balancing point of the bridge? Would the galvanometer show any current? So at balanced condition of the Wheatstone bridge, if we interchange the position of galvanometer and battery, it will not affect the balanced condition of the bridge. It will remain the same. So there will be no current in the galvanometer. Now next question number 2, which says, with two resistance wires in the two gaps of a meter bridge, the balance point is found to be at 1/3 meter from the zero end. When 6 ohm is connected in series with a smaller of the two resistances, the balance point is shifted to 2/3 meter from the zero end. Find the resistance of the two wires. This is the question. So let the two unknown resistances be R1 and R2. R1 and R2. The balance point is found to be at 1 by 3 meter. So from the balancing condition of the Wheatstone bridge, what we will get? R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by 100 minus L1 when length you are taking in centimeter, and if you are writing in meter, then it will be L by 1 minus L. So R1 by R2 is equal to 1 by 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3. Solving, you will get R2 is equal to 2R1. Now further question says 6 ohm resistance. 6 ohm resistance is connected in series with a smaller of the two resistance. So let R1 is the smaller value and a 6 ohm is connected to the smaller value. So the value of resistance that is connected in the gap will become R1 plus 6. So from the balancing condition of the Wheatstone bridge, what you can write? R1 plus 6 by R2, and balancing length shifted to 2 by 3 meter. So it will be 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus 2 by 3. Solving which you get the value of unknown resistance R1 as 2 ohm and R2 as 4 ohm. Next question. When two unknown resistances R and S are connected in the left and right gaps of the meter bridge, the balance point is found at a distance L1 from the zero end. The two resistances in the two gaps are R and S. Balancing point is L1. So from balance condition of Wheatstone bridge, we can write R by S is equal to L1 divided by 100 minus L1. Now next part. An unknown resistance X is connected in parallel to the resistance S. Unknown resistance X is connected parallel to S. So what will be the equivalent? So R equivalent 1 by S plus 1 by X. So from here 1 by R equivalent 1 by R equivalent is 1 by S plus 1 by X. It will be S plus X by S into X. This is 1 by R equivalent. So finally R equivalent will be S plus X by S into X. So this will be the value of the resistance that is present in the gap. So what you will write? Balancing length shifted to L2. So R by R is the resistance present in one gap, R. Then what is the value of resistance that is present in the next gap? So it will be S into X by S plus X. And balancing length shifted to L2. So we will write L2 by 100 minus L2. Now question is we have to find out the value of X in terms of L1, L2 and S. So we have to just simply solve the equation. So from here we can write this one. Now R by S is equal to L1 by 100 minus L1 from equation 1. And so put the value of R by S, because we don't want the answer in terms of R. So put the value. Now S into X takes this form, is equal to L2 by 100 minus L2. So on solving, we get the value of X in terms of L1, L2 and S. Now here are some questions based on meter bridge which you can practice for your better understanding. Thank you for watching.